Instant Runoff Voting, where every vote counts. Instant runoff voting allows us to rank our choices. I might rank Susie first, Becky second, and Bri third. If Susie doesn't have enough votes, she's eliminated, but my vote goes to Becky. That way my vote isn't wasted. I like that. In this example, we'll be ranking a Green, a Democrat, and a Republican. But this example can be used in nonpartisan municipal elections. The results will be exactly the same. We're just going to use the political parties because it's easier to follow along. There was a hotly contested race coming up, and the local co-op organized a bus with 300 people to go out and vote. Everybody was very excited. Their plan was to rank the Green Party first, the Democrat second, and they weren't even going to vote for the Republican because they hated him so much. You can do that with IRV. Unfortunately, there was road work on the bridge that prevented them from getting to the polls on time. They didn't get to vote that night. They were pretty upset about that. But they did get to see the results of the polling that night. You can see that those Green Party supporters that came out earlier, many of them ranked the Democrat second, and a few ranked the Republican second as well, maybe for their fiscal responsibility. Those that voted for the Democrat as first also selected a second choice. Many of them chose the Republican, some of them chose the Green. And for the Republicans, some chose the Green and some chose the Democrat. With instant runoff voting, you have the ability to do that. You pick your first rank and you can choose whomever you want for your second or third rank. It gives you more choices. Let's go ahead and count the votes. You can see that the Green Party has 499 first-rank votes. Democrat has 500 first-rank votes. And taking a look at the Republican has 609 first-rank votes. Unfortunately, the Green Party candidate has the lowest number of first-place votes, therefore he's eliminated. But that's okay, since the votes aren't wasted. If you voted for the Green candidate, your vote is given to your second choice. In this case, 417 votes goes to the Democrat, giving him 917 votes. Only 82 Green Party supporters had the Republican as their second choice, so those votes are given to the Republican. The Republican will now have a total of 691 votes. 1,608 voters cast a vote that day, so you need at least 805 votes to win. That's 50% plus 1, a majority. The Democrat wins. The 300 Green Party supporters were not all that displeased that the Democrat won. After all, it was going to be their second choice. But they were upset that the bridge was out and it prevented them from getting to the polling place, and it was the city's fault. They lodged a formal complaint that night and ultimately won, allowing them to exercise their constitutional and sacred right to vote. And they did just what they said they would. 300 votes for the Green as their first choice, second choice for the Democrat, and they even marked a big X for third place, making sure everyone knew they did not want to vote for the Republican. Two things are going to happen here. You now have 300 more votes for the Green Party. Let's add those to the Green Party's total. They now have 799 votes. With 300 additional voters, that means we have 1,908 total voters, which means you need 955 total votes to win. That's 50% plus 1, a majority. Let's start counting the ballots the instant runoff way. We can see that the Democrat has the least number of first-rank votes, so they're going to be eliminated. But the people that voted for the Democrat, their votes aren't wasted. We just redistribute their votes to their second choice. In this case, 143 votes goes to the Green Party candidate. That's added to the 799 that they already have, which gives them 942 votes. Because no votes are wasted, we'll take a look at those who voted for the Republican as their second rank and redistribute those. So, 357 votes get redistributed to the Republican, giving the Republican 966 votes. The Republican wins.
That ain't right. Huh? What?
Let's look at that again. You have the Democrat with 500 votes. He gets eliminated because he has the least number of first-ranked votes. The votes then are redistributed, 143 to the Green Party candidate, 799 plus 143 from the second ranks. That gives the Green Party candidate a total of 942. There's a second rank, second choice for the Republican of 357, which gives the Republican 966. You need a total of 955, which is a majority, 50% plus 1. The Republican wins. It was a quiet bus ride home for those 300 Green Party supporters. You've got to ask yourself, how can this voting scheme make it such that 300 additional votes can elect somebody that you didn't even vote for? It saddens me when I hear people say things like, I want my vote to count, or instant runoff voting helps third-party candidates, or even instant runoff voting is a democratic way to run elections. Class, now do your homework. Type "Stop Instant Runoff Voting" in any search engine. You'll be amazed at what you'll learn. Class dismissed.